Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a good show lined up with special guests here, but first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard, hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday comfort needs. How about one word, hot? It's going to be hot again today. Y'all stay hydrated, stay in the shade as much as you can if you're doing outdoor stuff. So be aware of this heat wave. It's really strong. High is going to be in the heat index over 100. Low tonight about 81 exactly. Water temperature at the end of the pier brought to us by Maranto Coffee Company, Area Paints Group. We're looking at, again, right at 89.3 degrees, right, almost 90 degrees at the end of the pier. Hot water, hot air. Our river readings brought to us by the good folks at Panama City Coca-Cola. We talked about this yesterday. How about the Apalachicola Bluntstown, 3.5. It's low. And the Choctaw Caryville, you look at it, it looks like it's going underground. It's right now, it's dropped off. It's going to be a 2.7 this morning, and it's going to be a continued dropping. So we need some rain on both river systems. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Mentioned this yesterday. Neap tides, not much tidal flow at all, but looking into next week, or the first week of August, really strong tides next week, so they give you something to look forward to. Our wind direction, west-northwest. Okay, let's take a break, come back with our special guest. All right, welcome back, and welcome to two special guests this morning. I'm so glad to have them. They've done something really good, but first I want to let them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about yourself. So, Hunter, you go first.
I'm Hunter Shaw from Lynn Haven, lived here my whole life. We're in the underground utility and paving business here in town, and Preston here works with us, and been doing it for a while now.
Preston?
Preston Lewis, Lynn Haven as well. Worked for American Sand with Hunter, and we both had Coach Chester, graduated in 2007 from Mosley.
This is special now. I had these boys in class, but wait a minute. How about their parents? I had them in class, okay? And their grandparents. They're just, so this is time. So what these boys did, they've loved the outdoors. They've always loved the outdoors and been active, and they won a little tournament the other day. What was the name of that tournament y'all won?
It was a Bay Point Billfish.
Bay Point Billfish. These boys, I know you've seen it if you've watched any kind of sports activities and all, and I didn't get to make it this year, but when I saw it flashing across social media, I looked at that picture and those little smiling faces. I said, I know everyone, the whole boatload. Who else was with you?
We had Elliot Melvin, he went to Mosley as well. Scott Smalley, he was with us. Brandon Mahan. A young boy named Zach El-Zawari, a captain from down south who worked with the mate, Jason Boyle, and then our captain, Butch Cardenius. Am I leaving anybody out?
That's it.
So, and Jordan Kale, who also went to Mosley.
Right.
Okay. Well, I know y'all love doing outdoor stuff, and I know you. What are some other outdoor stuff y'all enjoy doing, Preston?
Turkey hunting, Hunter and I duck hunt a lot.
I remember y'all duck hunting way back. I remember that. I do. What made y'all, okay, you've gone from up to the big fish now. How'd y'all get into going for the big fish?
Well, we always wanted to, and we fished in the Gulf our whole lives, and we've always wanted to do that, and we just really never were set up or had the boat to do it until now. So we got set up about last year, and we fished a couple times coming up with this tournament, pre-fishing and getting ready for it, and had our ducks in a row, and it finally paid off, got the lucky bite.
A lot of folks aren't that familiar with actually these kind of trips. It's not like going down a river with some crickets and worms and coming back that afternoon. Tell us the preparation and the scouting. I mean, it's amazing what all y'all have to do.
Well, we look at the water charts and we look at where the blue water's at and where the different things are at with the water conditions, and then of course you go out there, and we were primarily targeting a killed marlin, so we were live baiting, and you're up all night and up all day, and better be well rested.
That thing about it, y'all, it's just constant. I mean, on top of everything. And you tell the folks when you're looking at blue water, what do you mean by that? That clear?
The altimetry and the chlorophyll are usually the two factors we look at the most, and it's like the upwellings and the downwellings, and just the water clarity and stuff like that. You can also look at the currents and just kind of get an idea where the baits are at. You know, best we can tell, you follow the tuna, you can usually find the marlin.
Follow the tuna. Yeah. That's a good point right there. Okay, now. I was thinking about this. When you guys go out there, do y'all scout a week or two ahead, or y'all just keep looking at your chart? Do y'all doing scouting like a deer hunter sometimes? You know, y'all ever
we did some. We were out there about once a month, coming up to the tournament the whole year. So we took five trips, I think, and we were keeping an eye on what the water was doing. But we mainly used our apps for that. But we were certainly out there keeping an eye on the different rigs that were in range for us and all. So
that's what I mean. You know, we're always scouting for deer hunting, you know, and all that. But these guys get out once a month. You got to actually out there doing it and all.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the water can change in 2 hours.
Yeah.
While it rips, move and stuff. So
that was so. Did y'all find a pattern that water? Did you find a kind of pattern? You ever been able to do that to dictate like it's here one day and the next day it's going to move over that?
Well, not really. We looked at our charts and then we see if the water's doing what it says, and if it was, we would put our effort into that area, and sometimes it would pay off, and sometimes you come home empty-handed. You know, it just depends.
Like going fishing.
That's it. Going fishing.
Well, so y'all all left at what time? Y'all all the boats went out at
9 a.m.
Okay, you took off. Now, I know how many boats were in it?
I think it was 92.
92 boats, and I saw the picture of everybody going out. A great picture. Everybody's going. That's really cool. Now, when you started going out, I know when I go fishing, I want to get over there by myself. Did everybody sort of spread out pretty good, or?
Yeah, they did, I guess. Well, the area we were in at first, there was the very first rig we went to, we didn't see any boats, and then the second one we saw a few, and the third one where we caught the fish we saw a few. Not as many as I expected though. I think a lot of those boats went farther than we were going.
Further west.
That's interesting. Okay, we have some really good pictures we're going to share with you, so let's take a break and we'll be right back, okay? Okay, welcome back. Here with Preston Lewis and Hunter Shaw, two of my former students who learned how to catch a fish in outdoor air, and look what happened. They've been around outdoors their whole life. We've got to give a shout out to our beautiful wives, and so tell us about your wives and kids and all. And
me and my wife graduated high school together. Her name's Lauren Shaw, was Lauren Williams, was her maiden name, and we've got 2 children, Emery and Everett. They're 7 and 4, and both of them go to school here, and one of them goes to Highland Park Baptist Church, and one of them goes to Bay Haven.
That's awesome.
Yep. So my wife, Taylor Lewis, she also graduated in 2007 from Mosley as well. 2 children, son Sawyer Lewis and daughter Ansley Lewis. They both go to school here in Lynn Haven as well, Mowat and Southport. So
that's cool. And your wife, she teaches at
She
Southport,
teaches at Southport, yeah.
And listen, we were they excited when they had to weigh in? Were the kids excited?
They were very excited.
I bet they were.
Sure were.
All right, so we have some pictures here. We're going to start off, and we're talking about a GoPro camera, and it's required. You're telling me it's required. Okay, what's the deal with that?
So the catch and release part of the tournament, they do require film for the entirety of the fight, the marlin fight. So the mate normally had one on his chest, and then I had one on an underwater pole to film. And obviously, we didn't know at the time when the bite happened that it would, it was going to be a killfish. So we videotaped the entire thing and got some neat pictures. And
this is really cool stuff. Okay, first one we're going to look at. Take a look at this one. So, how long have you been hooked up right here?
That was about 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
We leadered them maybe 5 times.
About 5 times we touched the leader.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about the name of your boat.
It's named Triple Tail, and it was from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
It's a Viking, right?
Got it from. It's a 55-foot Viking, yes sir.
Okay.
And it's been a good boat. We had to add a few things to it, but we've got it ready now, and we've enjoyed it.
I know you have. And there's the crew right there. Who do we have in this picture?
That's some
I
other
see
faces.
Strickland. How's he photobombing or something?
So
We've still been friends for all. We all hang out every weekend. We're good friends, and Matt Cox is there too. And
Yeah, I see
Jason
it too.
and Jason's daughter,
Okay.
Preston and his children.
All right, and that's a nice check.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That paid for the gas, didn't it?
it did.
People, how much gas y'all you think you use?
About 1,600 gallons
Oh,
for a big trip.
1,600 gallons. That's about average, you think, when you go on a trip?
That's a long trip. That's bringing
Fuel bladders.
additional fuel bladders for reserves. You know,
Wow.
we hold 1,600 gallons. So if we were to, we bring about an extra 300 gallons with us to make sure we can make it home.
That's cool. And they're June 29th. All right, I've been trying to get them on. Here they are. So that's the crew there.
Yep,
There you go. We all happy?
Yes, sir.
we sure were.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Everybody had their own little job to do. It was a team effort, wasn't it?
It was.
It certainly was.
That's why a lot of people just the team effort itself.
Yeah, everybody on the boat, they have a job. There's, obviously the guy that caught the fish. There's a guy that stays up all night to drive the boat. Obviously being out there around the oil rigs and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Guy that works on everything on the boat, and everybody's helping. When the fish is on. So Elliot, he was feeding Hunter Gatorade and water.
Was
I
it?
think There was.
He was a personal manager or something.
He was, yeah. There was a lot of Gatorade bottles and water bottles just all over the place by the
Wow.
time he got done. So
when you first hooked it, did you realize it was a good one when when that first?
We did. We realized it was going to be a good one. We weren't sure that it was a kill fish. I mean, they got to be 110 inches to kill, and it was 114. So of course you don't know for sure, but we had a good feeling from the previous ones we caught that was going to be close to 110-inch fish, and it was. So.
Talking about team effort, what are some of the different things that people are doing? I know you were there. You were in the fighting chair, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's everybody else doing? I mean, like I say, that.
So when we hooked up with the
Captain.
fish,
Okay.
when we hooked up with the fish, you basically let it run out for till it gets tired of running, and then once you have it jump a few times, you start getting some line back on the reel. We probably had 500 yards of line out whenever we started actually backing down and trying to gain back on them, and for the next hour or so, it's just a constant fight. Then once fish comes in the first time, that's when everything starts happening. You had some guys on the video cameras, and then the mate was trying to touch the leader for release. Just a lot of different things moving around. You have somebody steering the fighting chair towards the fish to make sure he doesn't get to where your line gets over the edge of the boat and cut or something, and a lot of moving parts.
That's the thing about it. It's not like just catching a big bass out of the back of the boat. Y'all got so many. The fighting chair.
Yes.
People don't realize that's a strong chair, first of all.
Very strong
But it's very flexible and moving around. I've seen the videos of that.
Yeah.
So that was a team effort with that. Then.
Yeah, and they've got two swivels on them, so you can move towards the corner of the boat this way or this way towards the back of the boat. Whatever you need to do, it's pretty handy. Makes it a lot easier to fight the fish too.
Yeah.
We've caught one standing up, and we didn't want to catch one that size standing up.
I know it. So you get them up close to the boat. And let's see, I got a couple other pictures here. I know when you first get to see them, you saw them underwater though through the camera.
yes, sir.
Okay. Here's a picture of the boat. This is cool right here. How'd you get the name Triple Tail? You like to catch triple tail fish?
Yeah, to be honest with you, that was the name of the boat when we got it. And we liked it, and we decided to keep it. So
There's a lot to be said about it. You don't change your name with a boat.
that was kind of part of it too.
Seriously,
Yeah,
I believe that. I know in the movie The Perfect Storm.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all know that story?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We talked about that in class, didn't we?
Yeah, yes,
You
sir.
change the name, that's when they got wrecked there. Here's this video. Check out this video. All right, Preston, tell us about it.
So this was about the fourth or fifth time that that we leadered the fish. You can see the leader right out of his mouth here in just a second. But the fish was kind of in a trough there below the boat. He went down after this to about 200 feet and just kind of sat there like a school bus. So Hunter was kind of pulling up in the chair, and he was not budging. So. You just got to kind of tire him out, and finally Butch, the captain, he was able to turn the boat around and kind of pull his jaw up and get him to kind of turn up, and that's when brought him up.
So that's how you did it, the boat turned a little bit. I like your phrase, it's sitting there like a school bus.
That's exactly.
So that's that dead weight, and you just can't do it. I mean, that's some good captain work.
There's some cooler water down there, and they go down to that thermocline, and they'll hold up. And like you said, the captain certainly comes into play there, and he did a great job.
That is so cool. Okay, here's y'all got it aboard right here. So y'all realize then what a nice one it was, right?
It was a good one, yeah. We measured him in the water. We've got a floating measuring tape.
Okay.
And we knew that he was over 110 inches, and that's when we put the flying gaffs in him and pulled him in the boat. So.
You know, that's so important, that floating measuring tape. A lot of people, I mean, that's do or die right there. It is. So, y'all were well equipped.
Yes, sir.
You had everything you needed.
We did.
And a little bit of luck.
That's right.
A lot of luck.
Let's take our final break. We'll come right back with our boys. Okay, welcome back. Still here at Preston Lewis and Hunter Shaw with a big fish they caught. But first, before we get back with them, let's look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. 3:59 to 5:59 this morning, and 4:19 to 6:19 tonight. And I was wondering about, we always talk about fishing game times every day. I know y'all hunt and fish and all that. Do you think the fishing game times have anything to do with this? Do you think they're feeding at a certain time? I've never talked to deep water guys.
We've always had our better luck during the major or minor feed times.
Have you really?
We look at that and we expect that's going to usually
That's
be.
interesting. That's very interesting right there. Let's see, got a couple more pictures. I'm going to show you one more. Let's see, this is when you got them aboard. We just looked at that one. And then this one, you got all of them there. Look at the big old smiles on the face. Right. Okay, we got that one. And then check out this fighting chair. All right, tell us about it. What's going on?
So Hunter, he's in the fighting chair. You can see he's kind of using the footrest there, you know, reeling down and using his legs to kind of pull the fish up. This was kind of right there towards the end, you know, trying to bring the fish up, and we're kind of bumping the boat into forward just to kind of keep him moving. So. Oh, great. But you got to kind of use the chair as more of a workout with your legs there to kind of. Is that you there with the GoPro? I've got the GoPro, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. So we had a workout, didn't you?
It was the workout, yeah.
Do y'all go to the gym before your fishing trips and make sure you work out a little bit?
Try to sometimes.
Okay. You were talking about the actual fish itself. Tell about the bill.
So the bill, I mean, obviously you want to have gloves on when you're leadering a fish, but obviously when you're pulling the fish in by the bill, a lot of times you put a noose around the bill to kind of bring them in. But the bill's really rough, like sandpaper, so you want to have gloves on when you touch that. So.
And tell us about, a lot of people don't realize this, how many fish are released. I know, you know, this is like a big buck when you're deer hunting. You wait for that trophy buck, or you pass up all kinds of little bucks, or let them go. Same thing with the billfish. The folks, they're very good conservationists. So tell us what goes on with that.
I think in that tournament there were close to 70 or maybe 72 catch and release fish, and I think there were 3 fish killed. So. Wow. Not a lot of them get killed, and it's probably a good thing. You know, there's not a lot of them out there, so you want to preserve them as best you can.
Well, that's about 75 being called and 3 kept and 72 let go. So that's what we talk about. You know, conserve it, but you get that big trophy. You want to get that big trophy. What's the minimum size that you keep that are allowed to keep?
In the tournament, it was 110 inches, and I believe most of the tournaments are 110 inch minimum. I think the federal law may be about 99.
99 inches, yeah.
That's cool. And there are billfish tournaments all throughout, all over the place. Right. Now y'all we got the future bill fishing coming up. What's going? Y'all got some plans for some other?
We're going to fish one coming up in end of August at
through the 31st.
Orange Beach. So they have a lot of them at Orange Beach.
Orange Beach, that's a lot of fishermen out there.
Yeah.
Now y'all will be competing with some big boys there, won't you?
Right. A lot more experienced fishing.
Oh, that'll be, if y'all win, y'all get to come back on the show. So that's big. And tell Elliot, we'll let him come on the show.
That's right.
Next time. But we're so proud of y'all. I just like I say, I was especially proud for the generations that I've known, and the families y'all have, and your wives, and and the kids and all. It's just that's what it's all about. You know, they came in there, they got them a good boat and scouted it out. They did everything right. And that's it, to me. You know, the outdoor activity, when you take an outdoor trip and hunting or fishing, you piece together all kind of little parts, and then you want to come together on that big buck or big fish.
Sure.
So how did it feel? I mean, you, deep down inside, were you just happy as you could be?
Yeah,
I know
almost
it was.
unbelievable. You know, couldn't hardly believe it. It was we watched the tournament when they had it back in the day, and then
When you were kids, you probably watched it and
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
and then you know, I think they started back in 2023, and a local guy won. What was the boat? Golo, right?
Golo.
They won in 2023, and then of course last year I don't remember who won, but then we were able to win this year, so it was certainly an awesome feeling.
Yeah. The old Bay Point, as I said, even in my book, the old Bay Point Invitational came in way back, and a couple of local people. But there's a lot of people fishing. How many boats we have in it?
I think there's 91.
91, 92.
A lot of boats.
That shows the competition. One thing, when you get out there and you're looking at all your instruments and everything, do you just sort of take time every now and then, just sort of take a deep breath and sort of soak in the beauty of it?
We try to.
You know what I'm
Try to
talking about?
anyway. Yes, sir.
Sometimes during
Gotta
all
slow
of-
down a little.
Yeah, and I know when I go offshore, when I'm coming back in, I always go back to the stern, and I always give a little prayer of thanks. I thank God for having this beautiful place, these beautiful fish, and I'm just always so thankful. So I know y'all are too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
We certainly are.
well, we're going to start wrapping things up. I know we'll give a shout out to all your families watching and all your friends, and y'all got to go to work today, don't you?
We do, yes, sir.
Y'all gonna stay cool?
We're gonna try. It's
Try.
bad. This is about the hottest it's been all year this week.
know.
Seems like so.
I know. Well, listen, y'all send me some pictures of ducks and all. You got your duck season getting ready to
It's
come
getting
up.
close.
Where y'all like to go? Y'all got to,
We've been going to Arkansas for the past few years, and we enjoy going up there. We may try Louisiana this year.
okay,
also,
good deal.
So.
Do y'all still do your dove shoots or? Okay, every year we talk about.
I invited you last year.
I'm gonna come. Let me know. I really want to come this year. Seriously.
We've
I
got
do.
corn planted. So.
Okay, I love it. All right, so you heard him promise. Okay. Thank y'all for coming on, guys.
Yes,
Great
sir.
to see
Thank you.
Thanks for
Congratulations.
having us, Coach. Good to see you.
Proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all do something good for someone else today. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.